Hey guys, how you doing? This is Jules. Welcome one more time to the channel. If this is your first time stopping by, go ahead, subscribe, hit the like button, also click the bell notification so that way you know when we got new videos out there.
Okay, so let's remove the left cable that is attached to the control board, the touchscreen, and then we're going to take a bunch of screw out so we can remove the frame. So I'm going to fast forward this video for you guys. Alright, so we're going to replace the stepper motor, the X motor, that is the one that moves the head left and right, basically the carriage left and right. So that one that came with the printer unfortunately was damaged. So sometimes happens, you know how it's machines and all of that, but it's something really simple. So don't forget that you're going to need your screwdrivers, your tools, the L shapes and all of that. This one over here. So we're going to use the L tool here to see which one it is. Yeah, and this one works. So we're talking about the 532 over there. We're going to use this one. And what we're going to do is basically lose this screw over here so we can detach this one a little bit. So if you can see, every time you lose this piece is going to be moving to the right side. And it's going to lose that completely. All right. So let's check it out now again. Now we can take it off. And there we go. So just be careful because this is going to be attached to the head right there. To this piece. The carriage is going to be attached to that. So just put it right there. Okay, now there's going to be 4 screws. There's going to be these 2, this one, and then there's another one behind this that is just hiding there. So to be able to get to that one, you're going to lose these 2 over here, and then your encoder strip is going to become loose a little bit right here. Okay, so I cannot do that one because behind the encoder strip. So let's do the encoder strip. And just be careful when you're doing all these that you put it back the same way that I used to. You can see it's moving just a little bit. So just be careful, do not damage that part. So This over here going to lose this piece. And that one is going to hold the encoder strip and also the sensor that is for the carriage. This part over here, the metal one, go along with this sensor over here. So just have a little bit careful and just put it to the back right there. You don't need to disconnect any cable so far. So now let's do this one. Okay, so now, there we go. So this one is the bad one. And it got underneath the clip, so I didn't saw that one, so that's why it didn't want to come off really easy. The bad CR motor, this one over here. You got to have the new one. Just make sure that you have the same parameters here. Okay. So this one is the new one, and we're going to put back. Okay, so now for the moment, we put these two. So let me go to the back and put the cables again. All right, with the clip down, just right there, and you're going to push. Make sure it's there. You're going to hear like it's doing like a little bit click, but not too much. Just make sure that you cannot pull this really easy. Now let's take the encoder strip again. Careful, and just put it right there. Just make sure when you are putting this back, the encoder strip is straight, it's not bent or anything like that. As you can see here, it's getting bent right there. So that should not be there like that. Now you can see that it's straight. So basically what you're going to do is make sure that it's straight. That way you don't have issues. And it's really tight. And it's again in the same position that you took it off. Now it's tight. And pull back again your belt over there. Now this one is tight. So when you saw that it was bent in this part, let me show you why you're going to take a look so you can have that. I hope the zoom helped me with that. So let me zoom again. So you see the encoder strip right here. The plastic one, the encoder strip. So it needs to be straight inside that sensor that you see there. This one, it needs to be straight up. Cannot be bent or anything like that. It has to be like that. Okay. At this point, you have swap or replace a CR motor that was wrong with the X motor. We call this X motor, and the other one is Y motor. So X motor move right to left, or CR motor move right to left, depending which one it is. And then you got your Y motor that is right there underneath. That is move this part over here, and that one is the one that move back and forward. I'm showing you this one because it's the same process. So you're going to replace the cover and take everything off, but then to replace this one, you have these 3 screws over here. Then you got this one over here. This one, you're going to have 4 that you lose, and this part is going to become loose, like just like the one we did. And you're going to be taking this one off. You just put back the new one, connect the cable, come back again, put the bell, put the screws again, and put this one over here. I need to be tight, so you can see it. It's really tight. It cannot be wavy, cannot be loose. Have to be like this, tight. So that's the way you replace the other motor down there, the Y motor, and this one is the X motor. Really simple. So now we're going to tight again the bell. Okay, so this one not too tight, because you don't want this one too tight. I mean, it's the max over there. You don't want this one to break off, but you should be able to move your carry head easy. Like that one, and this one is right there. All right. So the cable is connected to the board. Now we can test it out. Close this part, go to power on and see if what we change solve our issue. You saw the head move to the right, just press it and continue pressing it. So let me go up and check again that. Left long press, right long press. That's good. So now it's again home. Capacitation should be up for that. Right there. So he's covering the head, so all is good. Now with this printer, and we just place again the X motor that was came damaged. So as you see, it's not that bad to replace this part. It just, you need to be patient and just remove the case and all the screws and all of that. But for the rest, super easy. So now you have learned one more thing, how to replace your X motor. So I want to thank you guys for watching my videos. If this video helpful, just hit me with a like. Also share the video for other people that are having a type of issue like this one. It doesn't matter if the printer is from our company or is from another company. If you got this issue, I hope this video can help you out. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Keep printing.